YouTube, Camodo Gaming, and today we're going to be checking out the new Louisiana DLC for American Truck Simulator. Think of this being like the podcast videos that me and OB did, except for it's just me. Now, I do think he's going to come back for one in the Louisiana DLC because obviously that was where he was born. But yeah, I figured I'd go ahead and do an episode here. Plus, I want to do some talking. I know a lot of people do like these episodes. This is kind of like a thing for my viewers. Kind of a podcast style where I talk, answer some questions, talk about YouTube, life, and all that other good stuff. And yeah, this is, I'm pretty excited. I've been to Louisiana 3 times, twice to Shreveport, and once I just passed through there because I was on my way to Talladega for the NASCAR race in Talladega, Alabama, I guess I should say. So yeah, we passed through there. I always tell people it was funny. I don't think it's as bad anymore, but the roads in Louisiana, or the highways, I should say, were terrible. It was like one of those things where you would drive through Texas, and then right when you cross the border, and I was with a friend, it's when we were passing through, I said, hey, watch what happens to the highway here. And it instantly got bad, and it was just like potholes. Also, look at all these nice people letting me out. I like it. All right, so we're going to hop up on the highway. We're in Texarkana right now, but we're going down through Louisiana. We should actually pass through Shreveport. I do eventually want to make a trip down kind of in the southern part of Louisiana, kind of like in the bayou country. I want to see some swamps and stuff. Also, Cajun food. I like spicy food. I don't know if I can quite handle Cajun food. I mean, we have our version of Cajun food, but I think Louisiana has a whole nother level of heat. So yeah, I'd like to do that. Also, do I have any viewers from Louisiana? Let me know. So yeah, we got a double trailer. You can see we're getting on 49 to go to Shreveport. Normally when I go to Louisiana, I think it's on 20 where it crosses over. I could be wrong about that, but I think it's Interstate 20. But of course, we're in Texarkana, so we're a little above where I would normally go into Louisiana. But yeah, been to Shreveport a couple times. It was when I turned 21. I don't think you go to Shreveport for anything else but gambling. So I'm really hoping they have the my first place I gambled at. I'm hoping they have it. I think it was called the Horseshoe. So I'm hoping the building's at least there when we pass through, which we should be going through there. But yeah, this is a little bit different themed episode. I know last time I did American Truck Simulator, it was like one of those kind of episodes where it looked like I was like retiring or thinking about retiring YouTube. And yeah, I got a lot of questions. Maybe I shouldn't have done the thumbnail I did. I don't really know. I mean, the video did really well. I mean, it's weird because people show that they really do, like, I guess, care about what you're doing on YouTube and like, oh my goodness, is he leaving or something? So yeah, that's not really the theme of this episode. I did get a lot of questions about retirement. And we're going to actually talk about that and like when potentially I would retire from YouTube. I'm gonna let this truck on real quick. There we go. They got cut off a car, but nah, forget them. I've got a semi truck. I can run you over. By the way, are we crossing over? Is this the welcome to Louisiana? Yep, here it is. Oh, and I haven't hit a pothole yet. No, like I was saying, I think that actually got a lot better. I'm old. I turned 21 it was 2011. So that's when I first experienced it. I had actually been, I think, to Louisiana a couple times, like when I was a child. I don't remember it. I think old Grams liked to gamble, so I'm pretty sure I just sat inside a motel room inside of Shreveport while she was down in the casinos gambling. I don't really remember much about that. Well, hold on, what are we getting on here? Is this 220? I don't know what 220 is. I know what 20 is. All right, we got a big old bridge here. But yeah, I just wanted to check this out. I know I probably should have waited for OB for an episode, but I don't think he's going to do it. If he does it, it'll probably be like next week. And the DLC just released for me today, as I'm recording this on a Thursday or Wednesday. No, Thursday. I don't know, my days are mixed up right now. But I'm probably not releasing this until the weekend, so... But yeah, a lot of things. You gonna let me on, truck? Come on, man. We're supposed to work together. We're truckers. Actually, I don't think it matters. I think I'm gonna take the exit here. Right? Yeah, no, I'm taking this exit, so let's turn on turn signal here. Hopefully he didn't need to take this exit. I don't think he did. I think he's still on the highway. I was hoping for a lovely day, but it's been raining ever since I've started. And I was like, well, when's the rain gonna end? I kind of wish they had, which we're already in Shreveport. I kind of wish they had like a weather radar in this game. Like, that would be kind of cool. I think it might be a little pointless, but it would be kind of immersive. So yeah, first thing I will address, and this was a question on the last episode, which was also kind of like a channel update. retirement from YouTube. I know it's a scary word. I've been doing this for almost 10 years. I think my channel anniversary is on January the 6th, I believe. Yeah, 10 years of doing this. As far as retirement, I'm not looking forward to retiring, or I'm not looking to retire anytime soon. But I'll let you guys know. I'm not going to be like one of those things that's going to be like, oh, okay, I'm done. Goodbye. Or one of those weird episodes or videos. Also, hold on, I'm looking for, I don't think it's that hotel over there. If I recall right, the Horseshoe has like a golden, like it's like a mirrored front to it. Oh my goodness, I hope I see it. Okay. Yeah, this is pretty much you gamble here, and I'm pretty sure, I don't know the rules. There it is. I see it. It's over there, and we're not going to travel by it, but that's the hotel I used to stay at. Yeah, I don't know what the rules are in Louisiana as far as gambling. I know Shreveport. So it's funny, the hotel is on land, but you don't even really realize it until you look out on the river. The actual like casino is on a barge, essentially, on the river, and I think that's a rule. I don't know if it's for every casino. I'm assuming it is for every casino in Shreveport, but I always thought that was a little fun thing that I guess you can gamble on the water. I don't know. Some weird rules. I don't know even know if it's still a rule. I know it was a rule back then. So yeah, retirement. Don't plan on doing it anytime soon. I still enjoy YouTube. I think I'm going to eventually start to slow down a little bit. I know everybody's like, well, how do you do the pace that you do? You know, 2 uploads a day. Honestly, I have editors. I edit some, and I only work about 4 days a week, typically Monday through Thursday. Occasionally I'll do a little bit of stuff here and there on the weekend, but normally I actually don't work as much as people think. I like to be busy though. And that's the thing about retirement that scares me, is that like I'm gonna have to do something. There's no way I could sit there and be like, okay, I'm 34, 35, or I don't know, say I retire when I'm 38, 36, 37. I better not throw a number out there because somebody's gonna like hold me to it. They're gonna be like, well, what are you gonna do all day? I don't know. I cannot not be busy. I am one of those people. I like having a job. I like doing stuff. I mean, I like my hobbies. I got some cool hobbies. You guys know, anybody that's watched, play guitar. Also, that was the shortest. I mean, I didn't expect much from Shreveport in the game. That was pretty short. I mean, at least the Horseshoe's there. I don't really remember any of the other casinos. I want to say is there a Margaritaville there? It's like the Jimmy Buffett hotel brand. At least I think that's his. Well, I know that's his brand, but I don't know if his name is still in the hotel. I want to say there's a Margaritaville in Louisiana. I don't know about the other ones, though. I just know the Horseshoe, which I will tell a story about my first gambling experience when we get rid of let's get the YouTube stuff over with. But yeah, I think I'm going to be busy. Like, I got to do something. So I've got some ideas of stuff I can do after YouTube. But I want to keep this going as long as possible. Even if I cut down to, like, you know, a couple videos a week or something. Like, I still want to do this. This is fun. I enjoy it. I know it's not some sort of like huge view bringer. I mean, I still get wonderful views. Like, I'm still 10 plus, 15 plus million views a month, but it's not like kind of like what it used to be at peak 2020 COVID stuff. But I also haven't followed the trends, which, my goodness, I went on the trending again the other day, and it is awful. We've got the numbers. It's a number thing now. I don't know if you guys have heard, and this is not, oh, I'm being infected by 6-7. It's literally, that's the number. That's what everybody's obsessed with right now, and I have not for the life of me figured it out. I need to get a little bit of fuel here. I'm hoping the rain lets up, because I was hoping to drive down through here. I do want to go down to, like, New Orleans. I think I'm saying that right. And then maybe down towards the coast here. It's going to be a quick delivery. I can get back out of here. Yeah, I can. I was about to say, if I go to this rest stop area, I'm going to be able to, like, drive back out of here, right? There we go. Got to get some gas. But yeah, ultimately, really enjoy my job. Will slow down eventually. That's going to be a thing. It might be sooner rather than later. It might be next year that I slow down. But for me, slow might be like 1 video a day. And then eventually, maybe like, I don't know, a couple videos a week. So nobody has to worry. Also, I've noticed something about my game. Do you guys notice I don't have icons like where like the fuel is and the jobs are? I don't know what I clicked. I don't play this game often enough. I don't know if it was a mod did it or something, but I was searching for jobs earlier, and I was like, I can't find any of the icons for the companies, like when you drive in front of them. So if anybody knows how to fix that, please let me know. Anyways, I'm gonna answer some more questions here in a minute. I've got a bunch of questions pulled up. The retirement one was like a big one, or like the "Are you quitting?" So I wanted to kind of address that one more time. And then yeah, the trending stuff and the views and all that, because we always get, and I know I'm not the only one that gets. I know Spy gets them, Obi gets them. We always get those comments. Well, you don't get as many views, but I don't think we don't chase, I should say, not tracing anything. We don't chase views as much now. Like, I mean, views are nice, but I just can't do the 6-7 stuff and like all the trendy stuff now, the brain rot. I'm like, I can't believe this is what everybody's buying into. Oh my goodness, I cut off the yellow car. I apologize. Actually, I don't really care. It's a game. But yeah, I still have not for the life of me figured any of that stuff out. Like, I can't get into it. Anytime I see a channel doing it, I'm always like, well, that's a little desperate, isn't it? Like, I get trends. You know, we did trends back then, but at least the trends weren't, to me, as terrible as they are now. So that's my rant. That's my thing as to, you know, like, no, we're not trend chasing. I mean, channel 2 or the Camodo 2 channel still do some Gary's Mod. We play like popular horror games. I mean, that's kind of trendy somewhat. But my main channel, it's kind of like my vibe, my chill channel now. Car games, simulators, American Truck. Well, I guess this is a simulator. Stuff like that. I enjoy that the most. I still enjoy the co-op games with the boys, occasionally doing like a Brick Rigs, some Stormworks. So yeah, nothing's really changing anytime soon. Still looking for some new games. There's a couple on the horizon. I know Mamba Zoo is going to be getting its update hopefully here within the next couple weeks. There's a couple other things that I have in mind that I want to play. So anyways, gambling story. As we go through this part of Louisiana, which is, there's not much here. What is actually, good question. What is the next major city we go through? Looks like we're not actually going through a city for a bit. We're going to stay on 49. We're going to pass by some cities, but I should be able to make a beeline towards New Orleans. I don't even know how to say that. Mini something. Okay. But yeah, Shreveport. That was a place to turn 21. You know, when everybody turns 21, well, at least most people, I don't know if it's as popular anymore. It was like, all right, well, you got two things you could do. You could drink and you can gamble. My thing was, didn't really drink much. I was like, I want to go gambling, you know, and of course my grandma loved gambling, so she's like, well, I'll take you. So she took me down there. I think I brought like I want to say like $100 or $200 down there to gamble with. Like, I saved up some money, and yeah, I watched grandma like pile in money into a machine. I'm like, I don't understand what's going on, but it was funny. We got to the Horseshoe and they had a promotion going on. So if you sign up to like a membership every time you go in there, or I guess it's like every new person that goes into the casino. I don't know if it was mandatory. I don't want to say it was, because you get like a little card, and they were doing a thing that night where they're doing random drawings for new members that they would draw every, I think it was like 30 minutes. You would get $1,000 in play money. Not like, oh, you can take the $1,000 and go home. It was like you got casino money. And I think it was probably a couple hours later, I was about out of money, and I was getting ready to just go into the room or something. And then I hear my name called over the intercom. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I got $1,000 here. So I went and got it. My grandma was excited. Went over with her, and she's playing these like dollar slot machines. It's like $1 a play, and I'm like, that is a lot of money for just one little spin. And she's convinced that she knows like the codes to a slot machine, in which, if you don't know what a slot machine is, it's just you stick money in, you pull the lever or you press the button, and you have a chance to win. But she was convinced that if you press the buttons in a certain order, that it was like magical and you were going to be able to win more money or have a better chance. So I sat beside her for like 2 hours, and she kind of like, I think she was clicking the buttons for me at one point, and then finally I started doing it, and I walked away with $800. Like, I was able to take home $800. It wasn't the $1,000 of play money. So out of the $1,000, I won $800 in real life dollars, and I cashed out of there. And yeah, I've been to Shreveport once since. Alexandria, this is where we're dropping off, by the way. So our first drop off is pretty quick. I'm hoping I can find a job that takes us a little further south. But yeah, it was funny. It was just like, this is the thing. This is gambling, which I don't like it. I did it again in Vegas when we went with the boys on the Twitch trip. But yeah, it's just not my thing. I got out of there with that $800 that first time. I was like, I am not going to lose this money, because it was at a point in time, it's like, I didn't have money. You know, like $800, that was huge. And I even made it a point. You know, most wise people would have taken that money and put it in savings or something. I was like, I hadn't, like, I didn't have a lot of money growing up. So it was like, I'm going to buy myself something nice. And I think I bought like a $300 iPad. I put the rest of the money up, but I hadn't had like a tablet. And I was like, oh, well, I've always wanted a tablet. Because I worked at a hotel, and I was like, I could bring either a laptop or a tablet. And my laptop was garbage, and I had the opportunity to buy a decent I'm talking like the $300 laptop, I think, was more powerful than my, or the tablet was more powerful than my laptop. So I was like, I'm going to buy this. So yeah, I bought it, and I played games on it. Okay, anybody from Alexandria, what can you tell me? I don't think there's anything here. I think that's the case with a lot of Louisiana. You know, it's still probably better than stuff like when like Iowa and stuff came out in this game. Because I was like, what's in Iowa besides cornfields? Okay, drop off is going to be to the left. I'm about to pull up some of the questions that people had for me. And then, like I said, hopefully we're going to take another job here. I don't have icons, so I don't know where the icon for the delivery is. I'm assuming it's right in the front. I really want to figure that out. I went through the options and I didn't see anything. So, oh no. Am I going to be able to figure out where to drop this off? Uh-oh. So it saved. Where was the icon? I might have to go into my options menu because I actually don't know where to drop this trailer off at. I want to say the icon would have been right there in the start, right? Okay, I didn't see anything from the options menu. I'm going to have to Google this. But I'm going to try to find it here. I'm pretty sure the icon would be like right in front of this yellow, or maybe right on the yellow. Kind of like where you didn't see an icon for where to get gas. There it is. Okay, let me go ahead and skip this because I can't even see where to park the trailer. So, yeah, I got to figure that out. I have no clue what's happening there. Now it's got me debating. Do I even take it? I guess I could take another job. Let me see if I can get something here because I need to make money in this game. I've got one from Alexandria to Alexandria. No. Please tell me one of these goes down further south here. Where's the Riddler? That's too close. Okay, I've got one that goes down to Lafayette. I might take it. I'm actually looking for one that goes to New Orleans. I'd like to go down there. I would like to get close to the coast, but I don't know. Oh, here we go. This one takes us over there. So let's go ahead and begin this delivery. All right, we're looking for a wood trailer, a wood pallet trailer. Were those pallets or were those boards? Those might have been boards. Also, is it ever going to stop raining in my game? Okay, look around. Where's it at? It might be on the side. It says your trailer. Oh, you know what? This actually isn't even here. It is going to be at another area. So yeah, let's go over to that business real quick, and then yeah, we could do that. So it's funny, I was looking at that video, and OB is like the top comment on the, and I think it was, I was telling a story about how I almost deleted my YouTube channel in like, I think it was like 2017, something like that. And OB was like, yeah, don't delete your YouTube channel, because he thinks he's gonna get all like the, well, where's Camodo comments, which would be kind of funny because we would get like, I think we were kind of making fun of it because we always get the like, well, where's Brandon comments, you know, like when Frustrated stopped playing with us. And yeah, we still get those to these days. So I don't think I could do that. I wouldn't straight up delete my channel if I were quitting YouTube. One, I would think that I'd want, and it would be odd. I thought about it the other day. I was like, what happens when I'm like 50 or something? Say YouTube is still around. If I go back and look at it and say like I'm not even doing it anymore, like you could sit there and see a younger version of yourself, essentially, doing what you did for work. I always found that to be kind of odd, kind of frightening, to be honest with you. But yeah, that was the top comment. Another one is I mentioned that I do play music. Play guitar. I showed some pictures of some amps. You know what? I'm gonna go and show pictures of guitars. This is something that I like to do. I'm actually trying to do some of this for the business, for the channel, recording some background music. That way I can kind of phase out some of the services that I use. So yeah, that's something I'm working on. And I always thought about maybe in the future doing like a music channel. Not like a hardcore one, but something that I could definitely fall back on. Where's this trailer at? It's not that one. It's should be, is it this one? No, it's this one over here. Okay. Also, Rain, please, come on. But yeah, I'm going to show pictures. Somebody was asking what guitars I have. Well, currently I have two ESPs, one 7-string and one 6-string. I think they're called, actually, I think it's like an E2. Pretty cool guitars. And then I have two Paul Reed Smith guitars. One is a Tremonti signature, and then one is a standard. Love Paul Reed Smith guitars. They're actually really, really good, really high quality. They're a little expensive for the American ones, but to me they're worth it. But even like they're and which a lot of people probably don't know what I'm talking about, they have a almost like a, I don't want to call it an off-brand version, but like a version that's made overseas. Even those are still really high quality ones. So yeah, those are the guitars that I have. So another one, and this actually was a kind of a cluster of comments, was like, what are you doing for your 10 years on YouTube? And, you know, I've been thinking about this for a little bit. I'm like, do you react to your first video? Do you, you know, a part of me was like, I might go back and play Scrap Mechanic, like just go back and just do one thing in there. So part of me was like, maybe I'll do that. You know, I'm not sure. Like, I genuinely would like to hear suggestions for that. Like the 10-year anniversary, say on January the 6th. I promise that won't be a day where I'm like, okay, I'm quitting YouTube. 10 years, we're done. No, it's going to be something I think kind of cool. I mean, it's not going to be something over the top. I've never been like an over the top person. I've seen some people's like 1 million subscriber specials and stuff like that. I'm like, so if you're curious what I look like, this is my face. That's another one. I still get a lot of questions about that. I'm like, I am on social media. I just don't do the webcam stuff for YouTube. I think I've said this before. I find webcam videos for the most part to be kind of, I don't want to use the word cringy, but just watching YouTubers and how they react to games. And a lot of times, you know, they're hamming it up for the, and I know everybody's going to ham it up a little bit, but actually seeing somebody's face while they're hamming it up for the video, making it like over dramatic, I'm just like, yeah, it's not my thing. Can't do it. Can't watch people do it either. Normally, if I'm watching a gaming video, as soon as a face cam pops up, I'm out. I normally click off it. I'm like, oh, I'm not going to do this. I'll go find somebody else to watch. Had a lot of people say, thanks for not doing the algorithm, like chasing videos. And that would go back to probably the comments before about like the 6-7 and the brain rot stuff that you see now. So yeah, that's a thing. Another one, how much do you make a month? You know, I cannot tell you. And actually, I don't know. I think I've seen a lot of people actually letting that out. I thought it was against terms of service to like actually say like what you make a month. Just know that there's a reason I don't need to chase trending videos anymore. Like I want to say fairly smart with my money. I did buy a Hellcat at one point. I actually sold the Hellcat, so that was probably my most irresponsible purchase. But yeah, I'm not one of those ones. Like I see YouTubers these days like wearing a bunch of like name brand clothes, some of these shirts and stuff that cost like $500, $600, $700. I wear Walmart shirts, Cletus McFarlane, like $20 shirts, stuff like that. It's just, yeah. I just made it a point to just like, you know, invest and try to be somewhat smart. There's still a couple big things that my company's doing right now that I need to happen before I even think about like, oh, okay, I can retire. But just know that it's like, I'm fine. I don't make like bazillions of dollars and stuff like that. I don't have Lamborghini money, but it, you know, just I'm fine. I'm comfortable. Everything's fine. But yeah, I don't think I feel comfortable giving out like a direct like, oh, this is what I make. I mean, it's like it's weird. Also, I do have a couple employees. Well, more than a couple, like 4 employees. So you got to think I got to pay those people too. I hear crickets. Are we near a bayou yet? We're getting close to Baton Rouge. At least I think we are. I don't know. Maybe it's just what the highway says. Another question I got. Also, I've noticed it's still freaking raining. Another question was, I'm gonna need to be right lane real quick. Hold on, just cut over. What games do I play in my free time? I think I've said this several times. I don't play a whole lot of games in my free time. When I do, it's mainly sim racing. I do have a sim rig, which I've used in videos before. I like to play like Assetto Corsa, Automobilista. We're in Lafayette. Where is Lafayette though? Like we're in like this area. Is there a town somewhere? I think it's over here to the left, and maybe we'll catch a glimpse of it. Hold on, let me go into the camera. Yeah, I don't game a ton out of YouTube, and I know that's one thing that YouTube kind of took away was my joy of gaming outside because of the whole fact that you do it for a living. So eventually, you're kind of like, I don't really feel like doing this right now. Plus, in general, like indie games are great, but like the AAA games have gotten so bad. Like, I remember 2008, 2007, stuff like that, playing Call of Duty every year. Like, everything was good, but you look at it now, and it's hardly recognizable. And it's filled with microtransactions. They want you to spend extra money after buying the game immediately. And it's just like, okay, no, I'm good. Another question I get, are you going to be playing My Winter Car when it comes out? Yes, I plan on doing it. I have a love-hate relationship with My Summer Car. I played it really early on. Wait, which river is this? Something Basin. I can't pronounce that either. Does it say butt back there? I don't know if that said butt or not. This is kind of cool looking. Okay, we're finally seeing some swamps. See, this is what I was looking for. I wanted to see some swamps. Where are the jet boats? I've always wanted to ride on a jet boat. That's why I want to go down to like the southern part of Louisiana. Anyways, as I was saying, played my summer car pretty early on. When it wasn't, it's always been complicated, but I know they got updates that made it even more complicated with like electronics and stuff. So it was hard for me to get back into it and build, but I remember playing it early on. I have a series from like probably 2017, 2018, I think, where I built the car and everything. So yeah, I'd like to do my winter car. I gotta learn again. I actually played a game the other day, which I found it funny. I played My Sleeper, which is kind of like I don't want to say like a knockoff version, but it's just like, it's kind of like My Summer Car, not quite as good. I had a lot of mechanics yelling at me. They were like, you did this all wrong. And I was like, I think I even said towards the first video, like, it's probably going to get a lot of stuff wrong. But the problem is with like My Summer Car, I'm assuming My Winter Car, when you get something wrong, your car could explode and you can die. So yeah, still plan on trying it though. Okay, downtown Metro Airport. Where is that? Oh, there's a big old bridge over here. Hold on, there is a big downtown area. What is this real quick? I've got to know. Okay, so this is gonna be Baton Rouge. Wait a minute. Okay, I had to double check. You know, not gonna lie, Camodo was not very good at school. For some reason, I thought New Orleans was like more center of Louisiana, and it is not. If that tells you how well I did in school, well, there you go. So there's Baton Rouge. I don't know. I'm assuming you could probably drive through it. Like, I would hope you can get closer than this. That's what I like in with most of the cities, the whole fact that you can get fairly close. Occasionally, you could drive down on like a street in the city. But yeah, there's Baton Rouge over there. No clue. Never been there. Don't know what you can do there. It looks like there's something on the water over there. Oh, wait. Can you gamble over here? I see the river boats. Also, there appears to be like a destroyer or battleship over there. Kind of looks a little small for a battleship. I'll have to look that up. Yeah. What is that? Also kind of looks like there's like the top of an oil derrick over there. Are we about to pass over more water? Is that like a thing? No, that might just literally be in the middle of town. Okay, so we're going to be taking 12 or 10. I'm assuming it's going to split again up here. Yeah, I like this DLC more than I like... No offense to some of the other states, but just a couple of them, there's not really much in them. Like, this is still, like, it's pretty, you know, barren, but I think it's quite different, you know. You get the swamps, you get the different big cities here. So I like it. Like all the bodies of water. I like it. It's very cool. I saw that they announced the British Columbia. Okay, here's where the split is. So you can stay left to go on 12. We are getting on 10 going towards New Orleans. It's still raining. I imagine it probably rains quite a bit in Louisiana. I feel like that's probably in part of the environment. But my goodness, it's been raining since Texas. That's been a thing. So yeah, I do hope eventually, and I might come back and do more of this. I don't know how mods work in multiplayer. I saw there was some really cool mods for like heavy traffic, and of course I like the real brand mods. So I hope to bring some of those back. So if you guys do want to see more American Truck Simulator, also if you made it this far in the video, congratulations. Let me know if you did. Say the word banana. Everybody else won't know what the context is. But yeah, I would like to install mods. I'd like mods a little bit more like realism mods as far as companies, traffic, because I feel like there's not enough traffic in a lot of these areas, especially once you get into big towns. And I think I saw on the workshop, like one of the top mods was like a new traffic mod. So definitely want to experiment with those a little bit. I didn't install anything here because, of course, it's a new area. I don't know what other changes have been made. I just didn't want to break anything, so we're just straight up vanilla right now. Okay, so I know when we see the... What's the dome called? Oh my goodness, I don't know why that's slipping my head. That's the one thing I think of, because I always think of it like... Never been to New Orleans, but I'm old enough to remember like the Hurricane Katrina stuff. So I remember watching news coverage constantly when that was happening. I remember the dome. I don't know why I can't remember the name, but I remember the dome and how tore up the roof was on it. I don't know why I keep wanting to say the Astrodome, which I think the Astrodome is in Houston, Texas. Oh, is that it ahead of us? No, it is. That is the dome. Okay, so we are officially... Oh, I got to exit here actually. Oh, oh no, we're cutting to the right. We're gonna slow down. I don't want to go away from it. I'd like to see it. It just says the New Orleans Dome. I don't know if it's a dome, if it's got like a sponsor name to it, but there she is. We're going to the right here. We're gonna be able to go down there. It looks like. Oh, this is actually quite big. This is really nice. Yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be cool when they finally get all 50 states. And, you know, a little bit of Canada, because I guess they're going to have to get Alaska. Actually, 49. I mean, do we really think they're going to have... Well, I guess they might have Hawaii DLC. Like, it'd be a shame to have American Truck Simulator and not have all 50 states. But yeah, I guess they're doing some of the Canadian stuff, I guess, to connect Alaska. I'm going to blow through this, by the way. Also, I swear I could feel the humidity. I imagine it's just humid through here. Very humid. All right, let's go ahead and drop this one off real quick, and we're gonna drive into the city if I can. It kind of looks like you can, and it kind of looks like you can't. We'll see if we can get at least a little bit closer. There's a photo location up here to the left. Of course, I don't know where the icons are. I like how I have the icons of the streets I can't go down, but I don't have icons for the businesses, which, oh, it's gonna be right here, so this will be easy. Dr. Hammer. Oh, is this like, I'm assuming it's like Home Depot? Or, well, yeah, no, it's orange. It'd be Home Depot. Okay, let's go ahead and just drop this off over here. There we go. Okay, so we have cut clear across the state, which is nice. But I want to see if I can get to this little photo location. Where did it turn me around? Oh, okay, the exit's over there. Yeah, I'm gonna try to go around here, just get a little bit better view. I'd like to see at least a little bit of downtown, because I'm assuming this is the highlight. Like, well, actually, what is the biggest city? You know, it looked like Baton Rouge from the highway looked a little bit bigger, but this one, it's definitely big. I don't think Shreveport's the biggest. It's got some of the cooler buildings. Actually, no, I haven't been to Shreveport in so long. I don't know if it's evolved any. Anybody that's like from that area, is it still like really busy, or are people kind of over it? Like, I don't know. Okay, I'm assuming to get to these, like, this photo icon. What are you... Am I in the wrong lane? Was that a one... Oh, that was a one-way, wasn't it? Oops. I was wondering. I was like, why is this idiot turning into my lane? Well, I'm kind of the idiot here. Is the photo area... Is this going to pass right by the dome? Also, what's the dome to the right? Is that another stadium, concert venue? Oh, this is actually quite... Oh, you can go right by it. Oh, this is cool. Oh, yeah, and as soon as I thought I was going to be able to go right by it, it's like, no, you got to stay on 10 over here. Can I take a photo over here? Is this the thing? Not going to lie, I want to take my thumbnail over here, so you'll know I'm... for my thumbnail, you know, I have some of the most observant audience, because they will notice when I do stuff. So... if this winds up being my thumbnail, did anybody realize that I was going the wrong way on the highway just to try to get a screenshot? There we go. I got my thumbnail. So yes, I'm definitely aimed the wrong way in the thumbnail. So, do you guys want to see more of this? Like I said, if I come back, I do want to do more exploring of Louisiana, but I do want to enable some mods. So let me know what you guys want to see. Also, when I changed, actually, I think the weather was clearing out. I thought maybe when I went to photo mode, it also like completely changed it. But yeah, I could probably turn off my windshield wipers now. Those are actually not necessary. So, but yeah, let me know what you guys want to see, and we will see you guys next time.